Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of AI Sports Predictor, the only sports show where cold, calculated data gets served with a side of cinematic chaos. 5 games. 5 breakdowns. 1 mission, to outwit the sportsbook and deliver the ultimate AI picks. Buckle up. First stop? Toyota Center, Houston, Texas. Home of the Rockets, who, at 33-20, are staring down the barrel of the Golden State Warriors. Rolling in at 27-26, a fight for position, a battle of momentum, and maybe, just maybe, the stage for a little carnage. Golden State just walked into Milwaukee and ran off with a 125-111 victory, a game where Steph Curry didn't just play basketball, he played God. 38 points, 6 boards, 4 assists, 50% from the field. The man has ice in his veins, and when he's cooking, he's liable to burn an entire franchise to the ground. The Warriors hit 44.1% from the floor, buried 13 from deep, and marched to the line 38 times. That's a team that gets theirs, one way or another. But Houston? They're grinding. Just put away Toronto 94-87, and sure, it wasn't pretty, but winning ugly is still winning. Dillon Brooks dropped 19. But at 5 of 16 shooting, you'd be forgiven for thinking the basketball had a vendetta against him. The Rockets own the glass, 58 boards against Toronto, 10 offensive. When this team locks in defensively, they strangle the life out of opponents, suffocating shooters with a league-best 22.6 assists allowed per game. Try setting up clean looks against these guys. I dare you. This game? It's a puzzle. The Warriors score more, hit more threes, move the ball better. But the Rockets? They claw, they scrap, they make you regret stepping into their house. And today's AI pick is Warriors plus 1.5, Golden State's got the momentum, the firepower, and the experience to handle the heat in Houston. Curry's in rhythm, Draymond? Well, let's just say he's got a way of making his presence known, one way or another. If the Warriors take care of the ball and don't let the Rockets' defense suffocate them, they should walk out of Toyota Center with the win and the cover. But hey, this is the NBA, nothing's ever a given. On to Game 2.
Next up, American Airlines Center, where the Miami Heat 25-26 take on the Dallas Mavericks 28-26. Miami just got humbled by the Celtics, a brutal 103-85 loss where they shot just 33.7% from the field. Bam Adebayo did his best to keep them afloat with 22 points and 12 rebounds, but when your team is clanking 3-4 of 4 to 5 threes, survival's not in the cards. They rebound well, they defend the perimeter, but they'll need a miracle to outgun a team like Dallas. And speaking of Dallas, they're coming off a gut-wrenching 129-128 loss to the Kings. Kyrie Irving dropped 30, grabbed 9 boards, and dished 7 assists, but the defense. Swiss cheese. They allowed Sacramento to shoot 55.2% from the field, 34.6% from 3, and let the Kings out-rebound them 53-3. That's a problem. Miami defends better, but Dallas scores more. The Heat grind, the Mavericks fly. But this isn't about style, it's about results. And today's AI pick is Dallas 2.5. The Mavericks have the offensive firepower, the home court edge, and if they tighten up just a little defensively, they should take care of business. But will Miami's defense turn this into a slugfest? Only time will tell. On to Game 3.
Game 3, Target Center, Minneapolis, Minnesota. The Minnesota Timberwolves, 30-24, welcome the best team in the Western Conference. The Oklahoma City Thunder, 43-9, in a clash that might just shake up the standings. Oklahoma City, they're coming in hot. A 137-101 demolition of the Pelicans last game, a showcase of pure dominance. They forced 23 turnovers, snatched 15 steals, and dished out 29 assists. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, another night at the office, 31 points, 50% shooting, making the game look effortless. The Thunder drained 27 threes out of 55 attempts, ran the floor with ease, and made New Orleans look like they forgot they had a game to play. This team scores at will, plays relentless defense, and forces mistakes. No wonder they own the second-best defense in the league, holding teams to just 104.8 points per game. Minnesota, they need a rebound, fast. A brutal 128-107 loss to Cleveland exposed some cracks in their armor. They allowed the Cavs to shoot 51.1% from the field, 39.5% from deep, and gave up 14 offensive rebounds. That's a recipe for disaster. Anthony Edwards did his part, 44 points, 46.4% from the field, but where was the support? The Timberwolves turned it over 16 times, got crushed on the glass, and let Cleveland dictate the pace. That won't fly against the Thunder. The Timberwolves shoot 46.3% from the field, respectable but not elite. They grab 43.9 rebounds per game and get to the line at a decent 78.7%. Defensively, they allow 108.3 points per game, solid. But will it be enough to slow down this Oklahoma City freight train? The matchup is clear: OKC's elite shooting, smothering defense, and Shai's leadership against Minnesota's desperate need to stop the bleeding. And today's AI pick is Oklahoma City minus 4.5. The Thunder are rolling, the Timberwolves are scrambling, and unless Edwards gets some serious help, this one could get ugly. On to Game 4.
Game 4 Delta Center, Salt Lake City, Utah. The Utah Jazz 12:40 brace for impact as they host the Los Angeles Clippers 29-23. Two teams on opposite trajectories, one fighting to stay afloat, the other climbing the ranks in the Western Conference. The Jazz, they're struggling. Their inconsistency has been evident, and John Collins, returning from injury, recently put up a double-double: 17 points, 11 rebounds. Isaiah Collier added another 13 points, 10 assists. Walker Kessler, 13 points, 12 boards. But when your entire starting lineup can't crack 18 points, you're in trouble. Their biggest issue: the deep ball. Shooting just 35.3% from 3 on the season, and in 2 of their last 3 games, they've been even worse. They score 115.6 per game, but give up 120.4. That math doesn't work. The Clippers, they're grinding. A 130-110 win over the Jazz last time they met, with James Harden dropping 23 points and 17 assists. Ivica Zubac dominate 26 points, 15 rebounds. That Harden-Zubac combo, consistently putting up 40-50 points per game. Norman Powell, averaging 24 per contest, is their second best scorer. Kawhi Leonard may be taking a backseat offensively, but defensively, he's still a problem. Over their last 5 games, the Clippers are scoring 111.8 per game while allowing 114. So, what happens here? One team desperately searching for answers, another finding their rhythm. And today's AI pick is Clippers 7.5. The Clippers have the offensive weapons, defensive discipline, and just enough firepower to cover the spread against a struggling Jazz squad. If Utah doesn't suddenly find its shooting stroke, this could get ugly. On to Game 5.
Game 5 Smoothie King Center, New Orleans, Louisiana. The Sacramento Kings 27-26 roll into town to take on the struggling New Orleans Pelicans 12-41. The final showdown in our 5-game breakdown, and this one's got all the makings of a statement game. The Kings are coming off a nail-biter, a 129-128 win over the Mavericks. Sacramento shot a scorching 55.2% from the field, including 15 of 37 from deep. DeMar DeRozan, ice cold under pressure, dropping 42 points on 68.2% shooting. But while the Kings have the offensive firepower, they give up 115.7 points per game and struggle defending the perimeter, allowing opponents to hit 37.8% from 3. That's a problem. The Pelicans, they just got steamrolled by the Thunder. 137-101. Trey Murphy put up a respectable 23 points, but when your team coughs up 23 turnovers and gives up 27 threes, you're not winning many games. New Orleans allows 119.2 points per game, ranking near the bottom in defensive efficiency. Their only shot here. Hope the Kings have an off night. The Kings play fast, shoot efficiently, and have the scoring depth to exploit New Orleans' defensive holes. The Pelicans, they're in survival mode. And today's AI pick is Pelicans 6.5, and that's a wrap. Let's recap our picks. Warriors 1.5, Mavericks 2.5, Thunder 4.5, Clippers 7.5, Pelicans 6.5. That's 5 games, 5 breakdowns, 5 A picks. The numbers never lie, only time will tell how they play out. Until next time, stay sharp and stay ahead of the sportsbook. That concludes today's analysis. See you in the next slate of games.